Intonation is so crucial to having good guitar tone. You can have $1 million guitar setup, and if you can't bend in tune, then it's going to always sound bad. So work on your intonation if you want to improve your guitar tone. The next piece to the puzzle of improving your guitar tone is finger sensitivity, and this is also called finger tone. Finger tone is something that is so subtle and often overlooked, I think, by most guitar players, but it's something that great guitar players all recognize when they hear their favorite guitar players, or they hear somebody who's playing very well. They're like, man, that guy's finger tone is right on point. And what I mean by finger tone, if you've never really heard that phrase before, is the quality of the note that your finger produces. So the best way to hear where your finger tone is at is by turning off your amp and just using an unplugged electric guitar. And based on how the quality of the note sounds without any audio enhancement, meaning an amplifier or pedals or whatever, then you can start to really dissect what the note sounds like. You want to pay attention to each note and really concentrate on making them as rich and full as possible when the guitar is unplugged. Because if you sound great when your guitar is unplugged, imagine what you'll sound like with an amplifier. So this will force you to concentrate on certain mechanics, like where you place your finger on the guitar neck to achieve the perfect note. So generally when I fret notes, I'm right up against that fret. There's a difference between this note and this note. And if you can't hear that, of course it's because I'm just using this little microphone here, but when you sit down in real life and you understand the difference between this note here and this note here, it'll make a much bigger difference when you do turn on that amplifier. So start with a simple lick and really try and make it sound out rich and full without the amp, and then turn that amp on and you'll notice a big difference in your finger tone. So this will help you concentrate on removing little intricacies like fret buzzes. You hear that? It'll help you get rid of that so you just have the pure when you can achieve a very crisp and clean sound with an unplugged electric guitar. When you turn it back on, you'll have a very clear and concise sound. It's not necessarily consolidating your sound, but it's just cleaning up every little detail, and that can only be achieved by being very sensual and close to the guitar by unplugging it for a moment. So there you have it. 2 keys to improving your guitar tone without needing to bother with any EQ knobs or gain settings, anything like that. The best guitar players will sound good on a tin can with strings because of the innate tone they possess, which means finger sensitivity and intonation. Those are 2 things you cannot program on an amplifier, so work on those 2 elements and you won't have to spend $1 improving your rig, and you will become a much better guitar player. I hope this was helpful for you guys. I'll see you next time.